biggest thing I've ever achieved in my life would probably be work related. So it was when I was given the opportunity to lead the custom operations team, which was 2 years ago.
Probably the boldest step I ever made in my career was when I moved from consulting into contracting.
The boldest thing I've done is actually went and got myself a semi-licence and drove a truck for just under 3 years.
I'd been working as an engineer for about 5 years and I'd quit my job for another exciting adventure, so I decided to travel over to Europe for indefinitely.
I was going on, I think it was 21, I decided to be a ski racer.
Under a lot of pressure to go into the engineering field, but for me I didn't really feel like that's where I wanted to head with my career, so I decided to go with the subject that I felt most passionate about at school, which was mathematics.
I did have someone say, look me in the eye, an elderly gentleman look me in the eye and tell me quite firmly that he didn't take direction from the woman.
My goal was to achieve something that no other woman had ever achieved to that point in time, and I ended up becoming Australia's first Winter Paralympic athlete.
I had no sort of return ticket, so that was a pretty massive thing for me at the time. I was the first in my family to sort of do anything like that, so it was quite bold.
They were quite off-put by the fact that a woman would dare to even think about a job such as this all those years ago, let alone go out and actually do it.
The way I achieved it was by tapping into the really good people that I had around me. So I had some great team leaders and I had a lot of colleagues that were able to mentor me.
The biggest challenge I would have faced as a woman has got to be having those babies. That is genuinely the toughest thing.
Being a single mum, working full time, I found was the biggest challenge for me.
Now the most challenging thing for me is balancing work with my life as a mum and as a wife.
I think for me it was going into a field where it was a bit unknown. I wasn't sure what to expect, so the science industry is very male dominant.
Yeah, what's helped me address most of those challenges is I've had a fabulous support group. My husband, my children, great bosses, great workplaces.
I think being able to be flexible with work and having that ability to, sometimes leave early to get my kids or come in a bit later has definitely helped, and obviously being able to work part-time.
For me, I relied a lot on my family and friends for support. There was a lot of sacrifices that I had to make while studying, and my family and friends, they were really supportive of that.
I've got family, so I've got really good parents that have been very, very supportive of trying to accommodate my work demands, I guess, and work as well. Work has been really understanding and accommodating when I needed to, take time off.
The biggest things that helped me achieve my goals is having an equal partner and the fact that his workplace has family-friendly policies.
So one piece of advice I'd give to other women is don't be afraid to ask for help or seek consult from others, because you'd be surprised that you might think that you're sort of alone, but other people will be going through the exact same things.
I'd say just keep going. Run your own race. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't compare yourself to your male colleagues. Don't compare yourself to the other women in your mother's group. Just run your own race and just keep going.
Let go of the self-doubt. So believe in yourself.
Don't just think you can do it. Go out there and actually do it, and believe in yourself.
My advice would be just to pick what you're passionate about and follow through with it. Set yourself goals and do whatever you think you have to do to achieve those goals.
Never give up. Just never give up.
Be bold for change.